Good morning, my dear students. Welcome you all to this session. Today's class, we are going to start our new chapter, Chapter 7, Cubes and Cube Roots. In last class, we have discussed about squares and square root. Yes? So, you know what is to be done when you are finding a perfect square number and what is to be done when you are doing the square root of a particular number. There are few methods like prime factorization method, long division method, then repeated subtraction method. These are the methods where you will be using to find the square root of a particular number. Likewise, there are few hints related to a perfect square number. Right. So, if you come to know about that, then cubes and cube root, it is little more easy, because if you learn that, it will be very easy. Okay. So, you can take page number 109 in your NCERT textbook. Okay. See, in this chapter, cubes and cube roots, there is an introductory part given. Okay. So, now what is you have to do is, you have to read this introduction part. Okay. In this part, they have given about Ramanujan's number. You know who is Ramanujan, right? A great mathematician, Indian mathematician. And they have given a Ramanujan's number, which is nothing but 1729. Yes. So, they have given about that number. What is the specialty of that number? Okay, the Professor Hardy said that 1729 is a dull number, but Ramanujan said that there is a beauty behind this number. Yes, when Professor said that this is very dull number, he proved that. Ramanujan said that there is a beauty behind this number. What is that beauty? We can write this 1729 as sum of two cubes. 12 cube plus 1 cube, and in another way also 10 cube plus 9 cube. Okay, so this 1729 itself can be written in two different forms. Can be written like this: 12 cube plus 1 cube also, 10 cube plus 9 cube also. Okay, so that is a specialty in this Ramanujan's number. So you can Google it up and you can see what is the beauty of this number. Okay. Now it is about cubes. Okay, cubes means what? First, squares means what? Perfect square or square means what? When I multiply a number by itself. Yes, if I multiply a number by itself, for example 2 into 2, I will get 4. That 4 is a square number. Yes, if it is cube means when I multiply number 3 times. Okay, you just this is given. See, perfect cubes or cube numbers, they will say. See, 1 into 1 into 1 is 1. When it comes to 2 into 2 into 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Up 1, 8, 27 are all perfect cubes, because if I multiply a number 3 times continuously, we will get a perfect cubes. As like perfect square only. Perfect square means what? If I multiply number 2 times, I will get a perfect square number. If that number is multiplied 3 times, then that is a perfect cube number. Okay. See, here they have given 1 into 1 into 1. 1 cube. See, 1 into 1 means 1 square. If 1 into 1 into 1. 1 is multiplied 3 times, so it is 1 cube. 8, how you will write it? 2 into 2 into 2. Upper 2 cube. 2 cube is nothing but 8. 3 cube. 3 into 3 into 3 is 3 cube. Upper 3 cube is nothing but 27. So, for every number, they have given you the cubes. You can try this. For 1 cube, 1. 2 cube, 8. 3 cube, 27. 4 cube, 64. 5 cube, 125. Like that, you can find for every numbers. Okay. So, they have given you the numbers for everything. See, next tabular column. Table number 2. See, when a number is an even number, their cube is also even. Check it. Yes, can you find it? Yes, when number is an even number, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. When the number is an even number, their cube values also, which means they are perfect cube values also an even number. Note it down. Okay, so this is what the beauty behind this number. Okay. Next is your some interesting patterns. This squares also have this type of interesting patterns. Do you remember that when you add first n odd numbers, you will get n square. Do you remember that? 1 means 1 square. 1 plus 3 means 2 square, because I am adding first two odd numbers. 1 plus 3 plus 5 means I am adding 3 odd numbers, first 3 odd numbers, so I will get 3 square. But here the cube is somewhat different. 1 means 1 square. The next two odd numbers is what? 3 and 5. If I add those two, I will get 2 square. The next three odd number is 7, 9, 11. Up I get 27, 3 square. After 11, what is the next odd number? 13, 15, 17, 19. 4 odd numbers are adding. So 64, which is nothing but 4 cube. Did you understand? Here they are not saying that from first we should start. They are not saying like that. Just first, next 2, next 3, next 4, next 5, next 6 means 6 square. Next 7 means 7 square. That's all. You can note it down. It is very important because many 1 mark questions can come here from this. Okay. So what is the next thing? Cubes and their prime factors. Cubes and their prime factors. Okay. Do you know prime factorization method? Yes, we have already discussed it. For finding the square root, we have used this prime factorization method, right? Okay. So now, if I take the prime factorization for number 2, for 4, I'll write 2 into 2, right? If you find the prime factorization of number 4, you will get 2 into 2. Yes? So, when it is 4 cube, what you will write? 2 into, actually this 4 cube is nothing but 64, okay? 4 into 4, 4 fours are 16, 16 fours are 64. Actually 4 cube is nothing but 64. 64, if you do the prime factorization, you will get like this. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, so I am just converting this 2 into 2 power 3 into 2 power 3. I am separating this. Actually 2 power 6, but I am doing how I am doing is 2 power 3 into 2 power 3 I am doing, because I want to represent like this. 4, how you are writing? 2 into 2. Upper 4 cube means 2 cube into 2 cube. Did you understand? 4 cube is nothing but 64, dears. 64 prime factorization if you do, you will get this much big number. So that can be written as 2 cube into 2 cube into 2 cube. Okay, so actually 4 is 2 cube into 2 cube. So upper 4 cube na 2 cube into 2 cube. Okay, 2 into 2. 4 is 2 into 2. 4 cube means 2 cube into 2 cube. Next, 6 how we will write? 2 3s are 6. Upper 6 cube is nothing but 2 1 6. Upper 2 1 6 prime factorization if you do, what you are getting? 2 cube into 3 cube. Upper 6 2 into 3 means 6 cube na 2 cube into 3 cube. So now 15. 3 5s are 15. Upper 15 cube is nothing but 3375. Actually I am multiplying 15 3 times. If I do the prime factorization, what I am getting? 3 cube into 5 cube. Okay. Likewise 12. 2 into 2 into 3. 12 can be written as 2 into 2 into 3. Upper 12 cube is nothing but 1728. If I do the prime factorization, what I am getting? 2 cube into 2 cube into 3 cube. So 12 is 2 into 2 into 3 na. 12 cube is 2 cube into 2 cube into 3 cube. So this is what the pattern which is behind this cubes and prime factors. Okay. So see, that is also given that in as like general form. If for example a into b the whole power m means how you write? M is common for a also, b also. Upper a power m into b power m. Yes, do you remember this? When law of exponents, one chapter you learnt in your last year. Do you remember that? In that problem, when you have a same power, you will multiply the bases and put the same power. A power m into b power m is equal to a into b the whole power m. Yes, so this is what given here. Next is your example number 1. What is the question? Is 243 is a perfect cube? See, listen, last class and all we have discussed about perfect square. Now it is about perfect cube. As usual, we can do the prime factorization. 243. Okay. Now, whether it comes in second table? No. Next it comes in third table? Yes. 3 8s are 24, 3 1s are 3. Then again in third table, 3 2s are 6, remainder 2, 3 7s are 21. Then third table, 9 3s are 27. Then third table, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. So how you will write, children? 243 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Yes, I am writing 243 as this many times. See, in perfect square number, what you have checked, whether there is a pairing. There are two numbers are there. In perfect cube, what you should check now? You should check 3 numbers. Okay, 3 numbers are there. 3 is there. Here there is no pairing takes place. Yes, here there is no pairing takes place. So we can, if there is 3 into 3 here, we can say that it is a perfect cube. But here into 3 is missing. So what you can say, 243 is a perfect cube. Okay, it is a perfect, so it is not a perfect cube. Why it is not a perfect cube? Because here into 3 is missing. I want everything to be paired, like it is like a 3 number should come commonly. Here only this 3 is there. Here this 3 is not, the 1 3 is not there. So 243 is not a perfect cube. Okay. Next is your example number 2. Okay. Is 392 a perfect cube? So we have to check that 392 is a perfect cube or not. If not, find the smallest natural number by which 392 must be multiplied so that the product is a perfect cube. See, in previous perfect square problems, sometimes if a number is not a perfect square, you will multiply on both the sides to make them a perfect square number. Do you remember that problem? The same way we are going to do it. Okay, so here I am going to do the prime factorization for 392. Now whether it comes in 3 table? No. 5 table? No. 7th table? 35, yes. 7th, it comes in 7th table. 7 5s are 35, remainder 4, 7 6 are 42. Okay, next, whether it comes in 7th table? 7 8s are 56. Okay, 7 8s are 56. Then in 2 table, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4. Then 2 2s are, so 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4. 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4. Then 2 1s are 2. Upon 392 can be written as 7 into 7 into 2 into 2 into 2. Now, if it is a perfect cube, what you should check, children? You should check whether there is a triplets. 3 numbers are same. Here 2 into 2 into 2, so it is same. Here whether it is same? No, because only 2 numbers are there. So, 1 number is missing. Therefore, if 1 is missing itself, we can say that the given number is not a perfect cube. So therefore 392 is not a perfect cube. So if you want to make this number as perfect cube, what you should multiply? You should multiply by 7 on both the sides. Multiply by 7 on both sides. Yes, if you multiply only, here this 3 numbers will come and here also you will multiply it. Appa 392 into 7 is equal to 7 into 7, which is already given. Then multiplied by 7 into 2 into 2 into 2. Correct? Appa these 3 got, we have marked it. These 3 we have marked it. Appa if this is happened, we can say the given number is a perfect cube. Appa 392 into 7 we can do. 392 into 7, 7 2s are 14, 1, 9 7s are 63, 64, 6, 7 3s are 21, 21 plus 6, 27. What is the answer you are getting? What is the answer, children? 2744 is equal to 7 into 7 into 7 into 2 into 2 into 2. So therefore this thing is this underlining is takes place here. So we can say that 2744 is a perfect cube. Yes. Yes, we got whether it is a perfect cube or not. See, if I do the prime factorization here, I could find that there is no perfect cube takes place. So what I am doing, we cannot find them as a perfect cube because here into 7 is missing. So what I am doing, into 7 on both the sides I am doing. So this has become a perfect cube. So into 7 I have done here. So multiplied answer is 2744 is a perfect cube. Understood? Next is your example number 3. Okay. Is 53,240 a perfect cube? Now we have to check whether this number 53,240 a perfect cube. If not, then by which smallest natural number should 53,240 be divided? Last problem was multiplied. Which number should be multiplied to make a perfect cube? Here, which number should be divided so that the quotient is a perfect cube? Okay. So first we should check the number is a perfect cube or not. Yes. Perfect cube we can check it in fifth table. 5 ones are 5. Then 0. 5 6 are 30. Remainder 2. Then 5 4s are 20. Remainder 4. 8 5s are 40. Then in 2 table. 2 5s are 10. 2 3s are 6. 2 2s are 4. 2 4s are 8. Then again in 2 table. 2 2s are 4. 1. 6 2s are 12. 1 6. 2 2s are 4. Then again in 2 table, 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are 2. Then it comes in 11th table. 11 1s are 11, remainder 2. 11 2s are 22, remainder 1. 11 1s are 11. Okay. Yes, see, it is comes in 11th table. Again 11 1s are 11, remainder 1. 11 1s are 11. Then 11 1s are 11. So what is the answer? 53,240 is equal to 5 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 11 into 11 into 11. Okay, now what you should check whether it is a perfect cube or not. Cube means what? There should be three numbers joining. Here 3 numbers have joined. Here 3 numbers are joined. But it don't have anything to join. So, we can say that 53,240 is not a perfect cube. Is not a perfect cube. Okay, we have concluded that this is not a perfect cube. So, if you want to make this number as perfect cube, what you should be divided? You have to remove this. Correct? If you remove this, you have a three numbers joining. So, we can form a perfect cube. So, what you will do? You can divide by 5 on both sides. Divide by 5 on both sides. So what it will become? 53,240 divided by 5 is equal to 5 divided by 5 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 11 into 11 into 11. Okay, this 53,240 divided by 5 is equal to 5 divided by 5 because I am doing divide by 5 on both the sides. Only then we can frame a perfect cube. Correct? Appo 5 cancel. Now 5 ones are 5. 5 ones are 5. 0. 6 5s are 30. 2 remainder 24. Appo 5 4s are 20. Remainder 4 8. Appo 10,648 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 because this got cancelled, right? 2 into 2 into 2 into 11 into 11 into 11. Appo we have a three numbers we have joined. So we can say that 10,648 is a perfect cube. See, first I have find the prime factorization and I could find that the given number is not a perfect cube. Appo what I should eliminate it? I should eliminate the 5. If I want to eliminate this 5, I should divide 5 on both the sides. So I got a new number which is a perfect cube. Understood? Example number 4. Okay. Is 1188 a perfect cube. Okay, they are asking whether this number is a perfect cube. If not, by which smallest natural number should 1188 be divided? Keep it in your mind. We are going to divide some extra numbers so that the quotient is a perfect cube. Okay, we are going to find which number to be divided. Okay, so first we are going to check whether 1188 is a perfect cube or not. Okay, so comes with the two table. 2 5s are 10, remainder 1. 9 2s are 18, then 2 4s are 8, then 2 table. 2 2s are 4, remainder 1. 9 2s are 18, remainder 1. 7 2s are 14. Yes, next. Whether it comes in 2 table? No. Third table 11 18. Yes, it comes in third table. Yes. 9 3s are 27 2. Then 9 3s are 27. Again in third table. 3 3s are 9. 3 3s are 9. Again in third table. 3 1s are 3. 3 1s are 3. Then 11th table. 11 1s are 11. So what is actually 1188 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 11. So we have to check whether they are perfect cube or not. Perfect cube means three numbers should be paired. These three numbers are joined, but this has no joining. This also has no joining. So what you should do? We should eliminate these two as well as this two. Usually in your previous problem and all, we have only one number to be eliminated because only one is not paired. But here 2 is also not paired, 11 is also not paired. So whatever it is not paired, you are supposed to remove it. Okay, so whatever it is not paired, you are supposed to remove it. That keep it in your mind. So we can say that 1188 is not a perfect cube, correct? So what if you want to make it perfect cube, what you should divide it? You should divide by 2, then here 1 2 11, because if you divide by 2 here only you can cancel it. Here also if you divide by 2 only you can cancel it. Then if you divide by 11 only you can cancel the 11. Upper what and all things you should divide it? 2 2s are 4, 4 11s are 44. You are supposed to divide 44 on both the sides. Only then everything will get cancelled. Because in previous problem only 5 you are dividing because you want to eliminate only 5. That's why you are dividing 5 on both the sides. But here you have to eliminate this 2 and 11. Upper 2 into 2 4, 4 into 11 44. So you should divide by 44 on both the sides. Why I am doing this? Because I have to eliminate these two numbers as well as this number. Upper 1188 divided by 44 is equal to, see, I am just going to split it up, write this 44. 2 divided by 2 into 2 divided by 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 11 by 11. Shall I write this 44 like this? 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 11. That 48 I am splitting it up and writing because we have to cancel it, which will be very easy for you to do the calculation, right? Upper 2 cancel, 2 cancel, 11 cancel. Correct? Now we have to cancel this. Now we are going to start with the cancellation in 2 table 22. In 2 table 5s are 1, 9, 4. 594. Again in 2 table 11 times. 2 table 2 2s are 4, 1. 9 2s are 18, 1, 7. In 11th table. Yes, whether it comes in 7th table. Yes, 11 1s are 11. 11 2s are 22. Upper remainder 7. 77 is there. Upper 27. Upper what is the answer? If you divide it, you are getting 27. This 2 cancel. Upper remaining is this only is there. 3 into 3 into 3. Upper 27 is nothing but 3 into 3 into 3. 3 into 3 into 3. It is the 3 numbers are combined. So we can say that 27 is a perfect cube. Actually, our full risk is to find the perfect cube. Here this is not a perfect cube. So supposed to divide 2 into 2 into 11. 2 2s are 4, 4 into 11, 44. Upper divide 44 on both the sides. Here I have written 44 directly. Instead of writing 44 directly, I have written 2 into 2 into 11. So it will be easy for us to cancelling, no? So I got only this number, which is nothing but 3 into 3 into 3. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. I got the answer. So 27 is a perfect cube. Understood? Your example number 5 is your homework. Okay? Today's class we have discussed what is meant by cubes and cube roots. The basic definitions we have learned. So what you're doing is you can revise your introductory part. You can learn line by line so that you will understand more clearly about cubes and cube roots. And we have discussed a few example problems. And I have given example number 5 as your homework. I hope you all understood, children. Thank you.